Welcome to the lowest quality of basketball channels. But I hope you will stay still here, After 500 videos almost, we have to restart all again, With the lowest equipment, with software which is free to cut and on and on and on. And there we are. But my motivation is maybe bigger than most of all them other, And here we are once again at our headquarters, you know it already. I think the world will know this picture from here, When they come here, they will immediately know which country this is, which city this is. So, 2 new basketballs. There will come 2 new basketballs, but maybe these are the last 2 in the whole year, Right now, this will be the last, because I am completely game over, But I tell you something. We got 2 balls, Someone, greetings to Germany, has extra bought 2 balls for me, and send it as a parcel, as a surprise to me. I didn't know what will come here from the balls, and that was a big surprise. And 2 new balls. And I tell you, those 2 new balls, the company, that was what I was always looking for, I'm very, very, very happy. I had those balls now, I don't know, a few weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, around that period of time, I would say now. And I had it at my home, at living room, and always grabbed it, watched it, looked it, compared it to the other balls, That is what I like. And that was nice, very, very nice. So I'm very sorry that I cannot make now a good video, I can try my best by playing then, but when I was not fit is also difficult. But when we have no software, nothing else, it will be very, very tough. We are very limited, very limited in that what we can produce now. But it is what it is. But I will enjoy it when I can play the balls, I'm still not really fit, but it is what it is. Now the summer will end. And then here at September, it is always colder, especially in the morning, at night. There you can't forget it. Even if it's more hot at day, but at night you need a pullover, That it is. Yeah, I love summer. I like it when it would have 40 degrees, but that it is. The lowest quality, and also the most unsuccessful basketball channel on YouTube, that we are. But I love all of the subscribers what we have, I love them all. And to the thing, the lowest quality of all basketball channels, there it is not my fault, It's really not my fault, I have so much problems, but it is what it is. But the most unsuccessful YouTube channels, of course, this is my fault, and I will tell you also something. Because many people will search for 500 videos, others need 100 videos, whatever, But I'm not searching for that. You always have to search by yourself. And here I can tell you a story. Why is it the most unsuccessful basketball channel out there? We have around 50 views in a video. 50 views, is one video. I mean, after 500 videos, Why is this? I tell you, the reasons I know that, and that is the thing. I know 100% why, and I do it extra in that way because I like it in that way. You know what I mean? I could change it and we would have so much more success, but the success means nothing to me, That is the thing. I don't get money for that, and I don't do it for that, and success is meaningless to me, What is meaningful to me is to put out those videos where I can say, this is the quality what I wanted to make, where I am also happy, where I say, now I have given all, and this is very good. The problem, I tell you, I could normally make up a thing where I, how it is called in English, other YouTube channels who don't run successful, they could call me and I could give them lessons that they get more successful and I get paid. That I could normally do because I have the knowledge for that. And in my case, I will tell you, the problem is the videos are too long, most of the times way too long, all over 8-10 minutes, forget it. And I will tell you why. It's not because people don't want to watch and this and that. Is also a reason, but the problem is always the watch time. You need watch time. That means how long does people watch your video? And when, for example, 5,000 watch your video, but when they close it after 3 seconds, it's also not good, you know. Then it is better you have 100 viewers who watch the video in the whole length. Then I would choose the 100 viewers and not the 5,000 who closed it in a few seconds. That is one of the most important parts. Why? Because this decides with the algorithm if your video gets played out more or not. I told you this once with the flyers. Maybe you have seen it. I think it was the game over video. Here at the city, you know, if you would have here now 1,000 flyers, you need people who bring it to the people out there, to the post mail offices. When you have no people, the flyers will stay here. You know, if these are the best flyers, the worst flyers, that is meaningless. And the same is with the video, you know. The algorithm has to work for you, because when the algorithm works against you, it will bring out the video to no one. No one will see your video, you know. That is the thing now, anime. And what decides this? The watch time. And when you make shorter videos with 8 minutes, and there you put in a lot of different stuff which is exciting, then the people will watch it much longer, and then the algorithm sees it. Oh, this video is relevant. Oh, we can earn money with that, because also my videos is advertisement. YouTube earns money with my videos, but I get nothing. Why? You need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hour watch time in 1 year. Then you can decide how much advertisement do I want to have in, you know, between, in front of the videos. And that is the thing. And YouTube wants to generate money also with my videos, where I get nothing. And they are interested that the video works, that people like your video, your channel, that they comment on your videos. All those things are important, that the video runs out to a lot of people. And when the algorithm sees, boy, that video 100 people have clicked on and they have watched it a long time, then YouTube sees, boy, that video is relevant, we can earn money, because a lot of people will see the advertisement, and so they will show up my video not only here in my country, in the next city and in the next. And when the same happens again, oh, another many people have watched it a long time, it will generate thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s of impressions. And the impressions, this means you see a picture on YouTube, you know, the thumbnail, and you can click on. And when how many people have seen this thumbnail, you know, on YouTube? That is the impression. And when a lot of people click on it, it's good, you know. And that is why shorter videos, not the short videos, other thing, the shorter videos around 8 to 10 minutes is the most meaningful part of it, because otherwise you get no attention. Then you can say, but there are other channels who make it much longer. Yeah, but that depends which fan base do you have. You know, when you have started it for 1-2 years, most people make 1 video a week, you know, 2 videos, and after 2-3 years they run more successful. And when people are used to have longer videos, for example travel vloggers, you know, they make not 10 minutes, they make 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 40 minutes, you know, but they make 1 video every 2 weeks or whatever, you know what I mean. That depends in which thing you are, and on and on and on. And that is one reason why we run not successful. The other one is I make too many videos. Normally that sounds stupid, because normally when you say you make every day 1-2 videos, wow, great, you are so busy, you are so, how it is called, so brave. That is, wow, respect, so much work, you know. But I tell you, other thing would be much better when you make less videos, really not that many. Why? The same reason here. When you bring on 1 video, the algorithm works for you, you know. And when you put in after 6 hours your next video, the video before will go down, in easy words. Because now your new video will get promoted, but not the old one. So that the algorithm brings it out to a lot of people, that it starts to work, you have to give the video a time, you know, give the video space. that is much better, you know. And when some think, but now I have to make more and more and more. I see a lot of guys who put out 3 or 2, 3, 4 shorts in one day. You know, this is the most stupid thing what you can do. That will not work for you. It cannot work. This is stupid, you know. That is the thing. And I put on almost every day 1 video. That is too much, because you have to think, when you have a small fan base, they will not sit on the computer and wait until your video starts, you know. They see it maybe after 2 days. And when there was 1 video and the next video, then they only watch the new video, because the new video gets to shown to them, you know what I mean, in small steps now. And those are all things. It's also a reason, and the other reason is because I change my themes. You know, we make a lot of streetball, and then I change it to training, and then I change it to talking. You know, and that is the most stupid thing what you can do normally on a channel, because that ruins it. There it would be better to make 1 week nothing, you know, but stay by your basketball thing, you know. That is also a part. Why? The same thing, the algorithm, my videos, when I have a lot of streetball fans and made streetball videos, then my videos go out to people who are interested into sports, into basketball. When the algorithm sees, hey, there, because they know it, there are people who have watched a lot of basketball content, maybe they will like the videos of Better Cat, and then my videos will get shown to them. And when they will click on a few times, then they will see more often my thumbnails, my videos, you know what I mean. And then the same thing happens. The algorithm sees now I have put in a music video, and they will bring it up to basketball players. And what do you think, if basketball players are interested in the other theme? Maybe not. And so your channel goes down, you know. That is also a thing. And I will tell you something to the length of my videos, you know. Why do I make so long videos? Sometimes 20 minutes, 25 minutes, but only basketball playing. I will tell you that, because that has something to do with the work ethic what I have learned when I was young. You know, nowadays people, most of them, because we have Instagram, TikTok, there are so many things which brings you out of your tunnel, you know. Also by eating, I like more to eat a supplement than to eat the right food, and this and that, you know. You see that by bodybuilders, you know. When bodybuilders, when you watch them, how they have trained 30 years ago, in comparison to today, the lazy lifestyle sometimes, that is a complete other league, you know. But is it good, bad? You can decide for yourself. But to me, it was always important. I want to show the people that I play the balls. I could shorten it up to a 6, 7, 8 minute video, and that it is done. It would be easier work to me. It would run more successful. But then maybe there will come commenters, hey, you didn't have played the ball, those 3, 4 shots, you know, because that I see by. So SD card was full. So most of those guys, doesn't matter if it is what ball sport, doesn't matter. They want to generate money. That is the thing. They open only up the channel because they want to generate money, and they are not interested, most of them, into balls, you know. They only want to show a ball. Why? Because they want to generate money, and that it is. And so they are not interested in playing the balls for a long time, but I'm interested in playing it. And so I have this always in my mind. I don't want that people think, hey, don't play the ball, you know. That it is. I want that people see, hey, this guy was really there 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 50 minutes, you know what I mean. And that is why I make it that long. I don't shorten it up, you know. That is halt one reason why our channel is not that successful. But in the other way, I am happy and relaxed in what I'm doing. And that other people may not, you cannot say that, you know. That is also a thing, because they are stressed then. They have always to think, what video to make next, what video. And I say, I do that what I love. I go out to a streetball court and I play the balls because I like it. And I show my experience, you know. That is the whole story about this, you know. And I will tell you, for example, which was, videos, you know. The training videos, you know. The stair video. I can tell you a thing. They are running absolutely unsuccessful. Why? I tell you that. I can very easy. Why do they run unsuccessful when I crawl down here? This and that. I do that because I love that, you know. I have seen that over 20, yeah, almost over 25 years ago when the Shaolin monks did that. And that impressed me so much. That is why I love that, you know. And it brings the most to me, you know, maybe not to others, but to me, you know, and I can go there to the limit what I cannot do by other things. Then people will always come, hey, lift heavy weights. I'm not allowed to lift heavy weights, you know. I had a lot of things I'm not allowed, and I have back problems then when I lift heavy weight that I cannot sleep for 3 weeks. That is why I don't do to lift heavy weights, for example, you know. But some people don't accept this or understand this. And the thing is, you can question this very easily, and that can help you for a YouTube channel when you run one. Why is this not successful to train here? Tell me that. That is a very easy answer. Why is it not successful? Why? Now think. The reason is, do you see now anyone who trains here? Do you see someone in other area who trains at stairs? Do you see that your country? Most of the time you will never ever see there someone who trains at stairs, you know. And that is the reason. When no one trains there, no one is interested into that. And then no one is interested in it when he sees such a thing on the videos. In other words, those videos are played out to people who like fitness. And when no one trains at stairs, then those fitness guys will maybe train at the CrossFit gym, at the calisthenics park, at a normal gym, whatever. And then they see that and say, hey, what is that for stupid thing? Go training the real way at our CrossFit studio. Go to make the calisthenics. You will be not good there. You have to make this and that. They will tell you that. And then you have negative commentaries, the thumbs up, and the channel goes down. You know, but I love it. I like to do that, and I want to film that. And when I can inspire only one person in the whole wide world, you know, then I have all done. You know, that is why I'm doing that. So yeah, those are the things. And by the other thing, that is not my fault when we don't have the equipment. When you are very limited, you know, it's also bad, you know. When you see others, what they are doing, when you know filming and you think, bah, they do nothing for that, but they have the success. I could make so much if I would have the equipment, but I don't have it. And I will tell you which equipment would be nice to me, which I wished for me, what I want to work with, what was my goal. Also the last year in summer I didn't have it, but now that is the worst part ever what I had in my whole life, you know. The things what I wanted to have from an equipment, I will tell you that. This would be a carbon tripod, but this is luxury, you know, because the carbon tripod is lighter. And when you have a backpack and you travel with your bicycle for a long time, I'm on the way 1.5, 2 hours, 3 hours each day, you know. That is the beside thing what I do. And there it's really too much when you have there 2-3 basketballs and a big camera and water and this and that, you know, you get a lot of tension. And when you make the same day and the next, that is too much. So the carbon tripod would be the luxury. I would love to have a big camera again. And a big camera to me means I would love to have an MFD camera or an APS-C camera. Two in my mind, the Fuji XH2S, XH2S in English, say it is an APS-C camera, one of the best with a stacked sensor, so the focus game is absolutely great there, but these are technical things now. Or the new Panasonic GH7, because the GH5 was a game changer in filming, you know, for the middle class filmers out there. That was 422, you know, 10-bit, 60 frames per second, 4K. That was really outstanding there. And now the GH7 is out there, and that is an MFD camera. That means that it's a small sensor. Normally people say, wow, MFD camera, we don't need it. Yeah, photographer maybe, you know, but I'm a filmer, not a photographer. To me it has more advantages than disadvantages, you know, because there most of the people are photographers, and then they say, oh no, take a big one. And this is what YouTubers do when they have no knowledge about filming, and they have to decide. Then they go to a shop and they will tell, oh, you need a full sensor, 3,000 euro. Buy the Sony A7, the S7 IV, so it is called, you know. I don't know if this is a good advantage then, you know. And they say, well, now we have the best equipment, now we have the quality level up. No, you have not, because you have not leveled up your experience as a filmer. You have not learned more. You have the same level what you have before, only because you have another camera that will not level up the film game, you know. And to me, the advantage from a smaller size sensor, or we call it the bigger size sensor, the advantages there, in my opinion, for filming are two. The low light quality, yeah, that means a bigger sensor, you can film at lower light much better, you know, without noise in the picture, in the film. That is one reason. And the other reason, what I can tell you, well, now I've lost my sentence, you know, that really not often happen. I film all by once, you know, I have no paper here, I have nothing. And when you make videos, you have to talk and to make no break, because then it is bad, and that happens very seldom. So, what number one reason for the bigger sensor, the full frame sensor, is the low light quality. And the other thing, I'm stupid now, really, I don't have it. You know, sometimes you lose it, you know it, but you will say it, but you lose it, you know. Mamma mia. Yeah, but we go on. What is the advantage of the lower size sensors, you know, APS-C or an MFD sensor? Why are these advantages to me? First of all, it is the stabilization. You know, when you walk with a full frame sensor camera, you will never have this stability in the picture than with an MFD camera. Smaller sensor is much better in stabilization, and when you make such things like I do to stay here, you know, with an MFD camera, I would 100% take the very best MFD camera instead of the full size sensor camera, you know, full frame, full size. I don't know the word in English now, but you know what I mean. That is a big advantage, you know. And the other thing is also that it's not shut down, because the full frame sensor at highest quality, it will shut down because of heat problems. When you film at the best quality, you know, 5-6K, whatever more, it will shut down at one point. And with the smaller sensor, it will not get that overheated. And by the bigger ones, of course, you may have a cool down system, but there the problem starts once again. If you don't have an external microphone, then you will hear the sound when that starts, you know, you will hear that a little bit. I don't want that. So the smaller setup is better. And then we come to the weight, you know. The price is the other thing. The price of the lenses by the big cameras is so much higher, but when you do that every day, then the small setup is so much better because of the weight, you know. That makes a big difference. You have so big glasses in, or a smaller camera with not that much weight, you know. So these are all advantages. And the disadvantage, the low light quality, I don't film at night, you know. When I film something, it is at the underground. And there I was happy with the GoPro also, with noise reduction afterwards in the post-production, because I come from a camcorder back then with the mini DV bands. You know, we also filmed at the late 80s. I know the big cameras where we had there on VHS, you know. I was acting in front of the camera in 1989 the first time. I have a whole film at Greece, you know, at the boat, how it is called? Boat? I don't know in English now. At the ship, so it's called, at the ship, you know. Greetings to Greece, I have this. And when you know that quality, and nowadays even a GoPro at low light, this is world class against the things what we had back then, you know. So I'm always happy with things. And the low light doesn't matter to me, you know. And the other thing, now I have it, you know. Sometimes I think too complicated. The blurry background. When you have a bigger sensor, you can call it easy. It's not that easy, but when you have a bigger camera, it is easier, so it is better said. It is easier to have those blurry background what the people always want to see. And I hate this. I hate the blurry background. So I love the GoPros because there I don't have it. But with a full frame, full size sensor, and you have a glass which is very powerful with light, with the aperture, you know, then you have a very, very blurry background. That is great for interviews, great for cinematic things, but not to me. When you act alone in front of a camera, the people get boring when they only see you and nothing happens around, you know. And here they can always watch. There is a reason why I'm staying here, because we have so much there. The people can watch the city. They have a wide angle. They see a lot from here, you know. And when this is sharp, the background, to me that is 100% better. And so I prefer the smaller size sensor camera, because there I don't have that, you know. There I can make it very good that I have a sharp background and not the blurry one. But if I wanted to do it, I can also do it, but not that perfect like at the full size, full frame camera. And so the Fuji X, to call it in English, the Fuji X 2HS, Fuji X2, Fuji X-H2S, and that word is right in English. Camera overheated once again, sorry. And yeah, so those two cameras. With the lenses, I would like to have a zoom lens, you know, 12 to 60 millimeter on an MFD basis, you know. That would be a good choice, because that I had, but this is a little bit from the wide angle. It is not that much what I wanted to like. And there is one, for example, there for the MFD cameras, 8 to 12 millimeter, you know. That is multiplication 2 to the full size sensor. That would be a 24 millimeter on the full frame, full size sensor. And that would be a perfect choice for me for the basketball videos, that you have enough space to make this, you know. And then I could change when I make something at home, when I sit at the green screen, you know, and make there a thing. Where does it come? Oh, now you're an airplane. Nice. Taylor Swift, are you in there? Eurowings. Come here, Taylor Swift. I need an interview from you. Still no sorry for the Austrian fans. Come here right now. You know. And that would be a perfect choice. Then I would need a 360 camera, because with those you can make really, really great stuff with effects, you know, which you cannot make with any other camera in that way. And that is sometimes really a changer in the videos, not when you see that all the time, but the quality from mine, what I had, the X2 to now to the X4 is a complete other thing, you know, or the 1 Zoll sensor. But I would more like the X4, because that I only use for the effects. I would not film with this camera. There the GoPro is better to me. And then I would love to have the new GoPro, but 2, because I always film with 2 GoPros. The GoPro 12, why? Because you can film in 10-bit and you have more dynamic range when you film, you know. Against those what I have now, it gets not that quick overheated, you know. And why 2? Because I have one on that little tripod where I go now, and I have the max lens mod on. Why the max lens mod? By this GoPro, when I turn it 180 degrees, 360 degrees, it is always straight, you know. And you have a much wider side field, and the stabilization is there better. And one with the max lens mod, and one which I put on a real tripod, you know, on the carbon tripod. That would be the goal. And to the other things, a media mod I will not use, because I had all of this. The lights for the GoPro, the media mod, microphones, this, that is too complicated and it makes no sense for that what I'm doing. The sound of this is great, but always with a new form. The form will always get damaged, but the form is the most important thing on my GoPro. And the GoPro can take a punch, because when you film every day, it can happen that the basketball flies here and it goes down. This lens can take a punch and the others not that much. And I would level it up, the big setup with the big camera, and the GoPro depends is there a lot of going on in the city, or do you have your quiet? Very important, because when there are a lot of people, it is better to use the smaller setup, you know. And so you could change that, and I could always go to the underground when I need the really high quality for winter summer edition. There I would only choose the big one. You see that also in my videos. When you compare it with the GoPro to the bigger cameras what I had, there is a difference, you know. But it is what it is. Color grading, that is also a thing. No, a little bit you can do, you know, when you have the opportunity. But what is color grading? To the most people nowadays, yeah, that is one click and over. Put a little bit saturation in, bam, no, the color grading, I call it, this is the king of all things in the video production. To learn that is the most difficult part of them all, when you work this the right way, you know. But with the color wheels, that with the curves, and I don't know how it's called in English, but I made there courses for 60 hours and stuff from people who worked in Hollywood with the DaVinci Resolve for real films. From such people I have listened, I have made courses, you know. But that is really much. And the thing is, when you produce every day, I don't have the time to make that in correct way, the I-A-E line, you know, when we call it now correct, where it is, where television works, and this and that, you know. There's a lot of things. But the thing is, where do people watch the videos? 90%, 80% watch it on their smartphone, and maybe at the subway station, in school, wherever, and maybe they have the blue screen filter on the blue, I don't know how it's called in English, but on the smartphone. And then when you make the color grading, completely nonsense, you know, most of the time nonsense. Because who has a 3,000 euro television at home? Most of the people will not have it. So that makes absolutely not that big deal. And so, camera overheated again. This accu is my last one. It will get over 7%. If it's over, I say goodbye. What I wanted to also have microphone. One fixed microphone on the big setup, you know, and one smartphone, echo was all those problems I would not have, you know. That is so much work and this and that to put on, you know. Then a drone. Is a drone, to me, I would always love to have a drone, but here the problem was in the whole city it was not allowed to fly, and it was last year when they changed it. Yeah, last year a new rule. There where I live, there is the imaginary zone where you can fly, you know. So on some courts I could use it, but the problem is, what makes this for sense? When you make their cinematic flights, then you need a second person. They cannot play and make cinematic flights. Of course you can let it stay there a little bit with tracking, but that is not filming, you know. That is an easy thing that was great 10-12 years ago, but not nowadays, you know. Or when you fly the drone only up, and that it was, yeah, sometimes for one shot it is good, but in normal way you don't need it. That is, there you need a real filmer who makes this. I would love to stay outside and to make the filming, but you know, I'm a lone filmer. I cannot stay behind the camera and in front. And these were things which would help me, and very, very important would be to have a platform, the subscription for the companies with the music, that you can use the copyright things, you know, that you are allowed, that it's legal to use music, because the music is the most important part in a video, you know. And when you cannot use good music, it is almost over. And there are a lot of different things, and when you produce every day, you need good music. And so to have subscription to maybe to 5 companies, that would be needed, you know. And also one company where you can use the high-end level. But also there I had sometimes problems, and some because of the music, you know. I tell you that on some areas, especially in Russia, some of my videos are closed. They cannot watch it in Russia, my videos, because of the special music in there, you know. That is also a thing. But that would I love. My Power Director program, the 365 suite with the photo program, with the color program, and with the audio program, but I need the photo program and the power director program. Why? Because I have made so many courses, I know that to 100% which is possible in there. I have chroma keying, I have audio ducking, I can make with the photo program a lot of things, you know. I have all the opportunities which is needed for my videos, you know. Tracking, the key frames, and on and on and on, you know. You have really enough what you can do. I don't need Adobe Premiere, I hate this program, I told you this. Never ever I will use that again. DaVinci Resolve would be great, but to know everything there, my city not possible to learn that, you know. But it's too much, I will not use that. So better to have 100% with a lower program than 20% with the high-end program, you know, is my opinion always. And that would be my setup. The lights I still have, you know, but there I would need more lights, but that is only for at home, you know. Because when you bring up, I will show you, when you would bring up here a light, you know, it would be great. When you want to film, wait, I hate the handy. When, you know, there are lights like in a professional studio, you know, I have seen them working, you know, HBO, back then Jim Lampley, Larry Merchant and Lennox Lewis in front of the camera, the high-end quality. There were, I think, 20 film teams from around the world there. I've seen how they worked, you know, I was there by the big stages. I know that. And that would look really great, you know, but there you need someone behind the camera with a monitor, extra monitor, waveform monitor, you know, vectorscope and all those things, you know, high-end professional. That would be great. Here would be the perfect studio, you know, here. Because here I stay in the shadow and I make it here. And you know why I choose this location? Because there are not many people who walk down or up, you know, of course, because it is too much for them. And when someone walks, they go down there, and here can no one walk, you know. So here I can always film, and if someone comes, I turn a little bit to this way that no one is on the picture, you know. Always think wise while you're doing something. But of course I need 30 minutes with the bicycle to come here. All such steps, you know. But that would be a thing. Green screen I had at home. But green screen, nowadays no one uses green screen anymore because you can generate with KI, but that looks sometimes so awful. They cut themselves out, it looks really strange. But with green screen, also back then, the people don't want to learn it. What are they doing? Oh, green screen, I buy the green screen. They put it in directly behind of their head. The most stupid thing what you can do, you know. And then they have made it, and what happened? The hair all was green by them, you know, looked awful. You know, you see that in 1 second when you have a little knowledge about filming. You know, with a green screen, everyone who is into filming will tell you, don't use it, don't use it, don't use it. It's too much work, there can happen too much mistakes, that it don't look good. You know, you need blaze. These are 3 meters, 2.5, 3 meters, which are needed. You know, when you sit there, when this would be the person, I need 2 or 3 meters at least where the green screen stands. Why? Because the green screen reflects the light and the light comes to the hair, and then that looks really, really bad, you know. And you need lights, you know, 5 lights would be great. 2 lights which go to the green screen, because you need the same light at the green screen. If it's a blue screen, green screen, doesn't matter, but the thing, and then you need lights to your head, you know. 1 from above, 2 from there, so you have 5 lights, at least 5 lights, you know. And you know, there you need a studio. That is very difficult. At home you don't have a room which is so large, you know. These are things, I would avoid this. I have it at home, but it's good when you have it, but to do that, then a video slider, yeah. Video slider is the next thing. You know, that is a thing where the video slides. And nowadays, yeah. In post-production, do you know how they work? They don't need 2 cameras. They make 1 shot from here, and then you see them in an interview a little bit from here, and they close it in, they crop in. These are not 2 cameras when they change. Nowadays they use 1 smartphone, they make it, yeah, sometimes even in HD, and then they crop in, and the how it is called in English, you know, they go a little bit there. They don't need a video slider anymore. That is in high-end professional things. But also a video slider is very, very heavy. You have to put it on a tripod. That is so much difficult work, and the result what you get, you can make other, you know. But when you have a 4K, I can crop in, and when you put it out in HD, I have no loss in the picture quality. And people think you have used 2 cameras. That is how the people work nowadays, you know. Also professionals, they don't have the time to put up 2 cameras, this, that, on and on and on, you know. Time is quick. So that I also would need, you know. It's too complicated, too much stuff at home what you don't need. You use that 1, 2, maybe 3 times a year. You know, that makes no sense. But that it would be 2 GoPro cameras, you know, the GoPro 12, then the GH7 or the Fuji, the APS-C what I told you, 2 lenses, maybe better 3, you know, but 2 lenses would be enough. The Insta camera, the X4, 2 microphones, you know, but only for the big camera, and my power director, the 360 thing with the color program, with the photo program, and with the audio program, and then the 5 companies with the music, and a really good PC, a desktop PC, i9, iCore 9, you know, from Intel. And I always love this, you know, an HP desktop PC, you know, at least 32 gigabyte space, you know, better would be twice as much. A good graphic card, you know, 6 or 8 gigabyte graphic card. I never had this, but that would be much, would run so fluent, you know, so like water. Wow, that would be so nice. Enough space, you know, a riot space. And yeah, that would be, then I could work like most of the other YouTubers, you know. They have all those stuff, but they don't learn it. But I could make so much out of it, you know. That would be great. And then we could make the best videos which are out there, yeah. And that it is. So, from that, it is enough. I have not forgotten something, I think. You know, no, I have not forgotten something. And I think, which would also be needed, yeah, you can have a gray card, you know. Who works with a gray card? Most people don't know what this is, you know. You know, there are a lot with the white balance and on and on and on, yeah. But that would be really a great setup, which would fit in perfect to me, you know. That would be the absolutely cream of the cream to me, what I would need. And maybe one day this will happen. That would be my dream, because then I can level it up, you know. I swear you, I would so level it up. That would be fantastic, you know. And yeah, from that sense, we will see us again. The lowest quality of basketball channels in the game. We say goodbye. I hope you like it. Until then, bye and ciao.